Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at a Beast Wars figure, and it is a Fuzor Deluxe class, and it is Torca. And I've really been looking forward for this figure to show up. I bought this guy off of eBay for $8, and I've been looking and looking. I actually wanted the repaint of this guy. That was the Decepticon, where instead of the gold, it was the blue. I think he was called Eleforca or Eleforfa in the Beast Wars 2. They repainted him as a Predacon, basically. And really the only difference, the robot mode had, I think, more of a purple color than red. And this mode had, instead of the gold color, it was a blue color, which kind of looked more elephant to me. So, but I couldn't find him. Ended up getting this guy, and there are things I really like about him and things that are kind of disappointing. First of all, to take a look at the guy, the character itself. So let's talk about the character first. This character never showed up in Beast Wars. He was a toy-only character. He did show up in Transformers Beast Wars The Gathering comic book, and he was awesome. I think that's where I really fell in love with this character. He was huge, nasty, just a brute, and just a super powerful Maximal. Really did dig him. And being a Fuzor, that gimmick was to have multiple animals combined in the beast mode. So his mode is a cross between an orca, a killer whale, and an elephant. So I guess the T in Torca comes from elephant. Yeah, okay, sure. Whatever. But yeah, so here he is. The drawback on this figure. The tail is broken. This figure is known to have GPS, gold plastic syndrome. So the little tail hinge is broke. I don't know if that happened in shipping or they just sent me a broke toy. I'm going to presume it happened in shipping. Now, the nice thing is I can get the tail to stick back on there if I pause and do it with two hands. Alright, so there it is. So it's not that big of a deal. I only spent $8 on the figure, so I'm not too terribly upset. And I don't think that's going to affect transformation at all. So, is what it is. But I've heard of other people with the rest of the pieces can be kind of fragile, so if you do see this guy, don't spend more than $10 on it because you're in risk of it breaking, which is kind of why I was looking for the other one. I was hoping the other one wasn't actually gold repainted, but actual blue cast plastic. So if you know, let me know. Leave a message down below. Looking at the figure itself, the detail on this guy, I really do like it. He is creepy as hell. So, yeah, he's got this weird, nasty mouth open up with these funky buck teeth. I don't know what the deal is with that. And he's got these really awesome tusks here. Now, the tusks, the gimmick, if you push back on this piece here, his tusks clamp in and out, which is kind of cool. And the tusks are kind of a bone white color, which is really, really awesome. I do dig that a lot. And the tail fell off again because I gimmicked it. So let me put the tail back on real fast. So yeah, the detail, again, like I said, I like the bone tusks. It's kind of hard to see with the light, but there are actually grooves in there, and it really does kind of look like bone. His eyes are kind of creepy, these weird neon green color pieces. His mouth really doesn't move much. He has no head articulation. The ears are kind of cool. Look at these weird kind of veins. Of course, we've got the fin up here, the dorsal fin. He has some more fins on the sides of his legs here. And this piece, which will turn into his gun, actually, you could fill it with water and use it as a squirt gun, I guess. I would never do that with a Transformer, but yeah. There it is. Now, the elephant part, the pachyderm part, the skin is okay looking. The problem is the gold just doesn't match at all. I'm not sure what they were thinking with that. They should have just used a light gray plastic, in my opinion. The light blue on the Predacon repaint actually looks pretty cool. But the other thing is the feet. Number one, the front feet are way bigger than the back feet. The front feet do look better, but they don't look like pachyderm feet to me. I wish they would have just put pachyderm feet on the guy. I think that would have looked a lot cooler. Other issue is he's kind of got a lot of upskirt issue. There's nothing going on back there. And then, of course, you got the tail that likes to fall off of this particular figure. It just kind of supposed to be a whale fin, dolphin fin kind of thing going on there. So, all in all, I love this beast mode. It is so weird and wacky. Definitely cool. The nose, even that funky kind of nose thing going on there. Just something about this figure I love. He's just weird. He's creepy. He's just massive in the comic book. Very cool stuff. I would love to see this redone in the Generations line as a Voyager figure. I think this would be very, very cool. So, yeah, there is Torca in his beast mode. Let's put this guy in robot mode and see what we think. Alright, so here we have Torca in his robot mode. He looks evil. I mean, he is just a nasty-looking Maximal. I can see why they repainted this guy as a Predacon, because he looks evil. Transformation on this guy is very simple. You're basically straighten out the legs, you pull out the side pieces to reveal the robot, pull his mouth apart, and you really kind of do something hideous to the head, which I'll show you here in a second. But looking at the detail on this guy, he does look cool. I mean, the head is very well detailed. He just looks like a robot from hell with these giant horns. I love the paint apps on the head. I like the dark purple down to the red and the yellow eyes, just really well done. Great detail. The mouthpiece just splits straight down, which gives it this very creepy chest piece. Just kind of weird, kind of interesting. The hands, I mean, the hands are kind of there. I mean, there's nothing real big to do there. Unfortunately, the feet just kind of hang off the back of the hands, but remember, this was a 90s toy. Now, what I do like about the squirt gun, you would push this forward to get it to actually squirt out. And then I'm going to take this off of here. And then looking at the details, actually kind of cool. You've got some machine gun parts down there. That almost looks like a submarine to me. But yeah, they even molded a little bit of detail in there. It looks almost like it's got a jet engine turbine on the back. So that is kind of interesting, kind of cool. The rest of it, I mean, the legs are just kind of so-so. You pull these little spikes out to give him some heel spurs in the back. Now, on my piece, again, you can see where that little piece kind of broke down. It should kind of sit up like that, but again, I'm not real upset about it. Actually, you can see the detail back there, which is kind of interesting now that that piece is gone. So you wouldn't see that if that little tail piece was folded up. So, but my robot is going to be in beast mode. He's not going to stay in there. The creepy thing is you have to split the back of the whale head open to get the face out, which is very, very creepy. Just very creepy. But kind of cool. It's an interesting transformation. Again, really great character. Love the figure. I would love to see this guy in a Voyager class in the Generations line. I think it'd be very, very cool. So, there he is, Torca from Transformers Beast Hunters. Again, I would not spend more than $10 on this figure because of the GPS issues. Mine broke in transit. Fortunately, it was a piece that does not affect transformation, and while it's in beast mode, it can sit on there perfectly fine. So, just be warned if you get him. Be very careful as far as ordering it through the mail. This might be something you pick up at a flea market or maybe at a convention. So, yeah, buyer beware with him. I like him. I think he's cool. I think he was worth the $8, even with the broken tail. Just be careful with him. Thanks for watching, guys, and look for more videos in the future.